Netflix just dropped a brand new series called Man on Fire. And on the surface, it's a new cast, new setting, new everything. It's fresh. But the deeper you look at it, the more it starts to feel like we've been here before. Like somebody ran the exact same play 22 years later and hoped that you wouldn't notice. And once I started seeing it, guys, I couldn't stop seeing it. So real quick, let me set the stage. All right. Let me be transparent. I haven't seen the full Netflix series Man on Fire fully through yet. I haven't finished it yet. I'm working on it. All right. This isn't a review. Okay. This is me laying out what I found when I started digging into both Man on Fire movie with Denzel Washington that came out 22 years ago and this brand new Man on Fire Netflix series. So both the Netflix series and the movie Man on Fire use the same character name, John Creasy. And it's the same basic premise. Different than everything else. Or at least that's how it's being sold. Because on the surface, this is just Hollywood doing what Hollywood does. Reboot a property. Put a new face on it, new country, stream it, bam. Give me your money. You know what I'm saying? But the deeper you actually look at the blueprint they're using, that's where it starts to get interesting. Let's go piece by piece because these puzzle pieces don't fit together the way that you'd expect. All right, Man on Fire 2004. And look, on the surface, this is legitimately a great movie. Denzel is incredible in this thing. Cinema, bro. Straight cinema. Tony Scott's editing, the way the whole thing is shot, it hits different. I'm not here to knock it. It's one of my favorite movies. It's definitely in the top, 50 movies that I've ever seen in my life, okay? Anything with Denzel Washington, But here's what's actually happening underneath that. John Creasy is a broken man. He's alcoholic. He's carrying guilt from things he did in the past. He puts a gun to his own head and pulls the trigger. But the bullet doesn't go off. And in that moment, the movie tells you he's supposed to live. He has a purpose. What's the purpose? A little girl. Her name is Peta. He becomes her bodyguard. And they bond, She gives him a reason to care again. She's basically the thing that brings him back to life. And then she gets taken, kidnapped. And that's where Creasy flips. He goes on a war path through Mexico City, cuts off fingers, tortures people, blows things up. And the movie presents all of that as justice, as redemption. And some of the things he was doing was crazy, man, straight crazy. A broken man rebuilt through violence. That's the story. That's what you're watching. And I want you to hold that in your head because we're about to see it again. All right, so Netflix, 2026, brand new. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is playing Creasy. And I'm a big Yahya fan, all right? Big Yahya fan. Dude won an Emmy. He's a great actor. Got no issues with him. The show looks good. Production is very solid. Very solid. But here's the thing. You got to check the blueprint, man. You got to check the blueprint. John Creasy, broken man, PTSD, drinks heavily, working a dead-end warehouse job, failed suicide attempt. A friend pulls him in for a security assignment. You see where I'm going with this? Then the friend gets killed. His whole family gone, except for the daughter. Her name is Poe. Poe. And now Creasy has to protect her, and then revenge spree, a major conspiracy starts to unravel. All right. Now, am I watching the same movie? Because on the surface, they changed the cast, they changed the country, they changed the names slightly. Poe, Peta, we're pretty close. But the deeper you go into it, it's the same broken man. It's the same failed suicide attempt. It's the same child that gives him purpose. Same violence as the thing that puts him back together. That's where it starts to feel off. Not because the show is bad, but because somebody made a very specific decision to tell this exact same story in 2026 on the biggest streaming platform in the world. And that's not Nothing. So here's where I want to sit with you guys for a second, because this is the piece of the puzzle I can't shake. Why this story? Why keep coming back to this specific template? Think about what's actually being said. A man who was broken, who tried to check out, who failed himself completely, and the thing that saves him, the thing that puts him back together, it's not therapy, it's not healing, it's not even time. It's a mission, it's violence, it's becoming dangerous again. Both versions of this story are running the same message. The broken man fixes himself by becoming a weapon. And here's the layer that nobody really is talking about. The child, whether it's Peta or Poe or whatever, she's almost like a key. She doesn't really exist in the story to be fully developed. She exists to unlock something in Creasy, to turn the broken man back on. Same key, different face, 22 years apart. And that's when I had to pause. Because what are we watching here? What are we watching here? Is this just a solid action story that works? Or is this a very specific message packaged twice in different generations with a different bow on it about what a man is supposed to look like when he heals? I'm not saying I'll have all the answers. All right. I'm just saying once you lay these pieces side by side, it stops looking like a coincidence. It starts looking like a choice. Now look, I'm not telling you Man on Fire is something sinister. The Denzel version is a straight classic, straight banger. Okay. The Netflix show, it's actually getting mixed reviews. It's like 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. So you can decide for yourself. That's not the point. The point is, when Hollywood returns to the exact same story, the same character arc, the same message 22 years later, and that message is that violence is what puts broken men back together, that's worth paying attention to. So here's the question I want to leave with you. What happens to a culture that keeps watching this, that keeps consuming this specific idea that a broken man's redemption looks like destruction? Is that actually healing? Or is that just a loop? Because there's another layer here, a deeper layer I haven't even gotten to yet. And that's going to be in the next video. But for now, watch both. Go in with that question sitting in the back of your mind. Watch how they frame Creasy's moment of coming back to life. Watch what triggers it. Watch what they present as the thing that fixes him. And once you see it, you won't unsee it, I'm telling you. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I got more videos coming out. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.